What's going on, guys? Back at it with another video. I just want to come on here quickly and talk about something that's been on my heart for a bit now. Like, I've been wanting to talk about it, bring it to light. So we're going to be talking about relationships, specifically bad ones. Why is it that there's so many people having horrible experiences when it comes to marriage, relationships? I mean, look at the divorce rate, 50% in America. 50% of couples are getting divorced once they get married. We've all seen the TikToks, we've all seen the posts, bros before hoes, all men are trash, all women are hoes, all men are players. It's just like there's hate going on between, it's basically like men versus women, and like who's the worst, online. Nobody's, people will post, oh yeah, women aren't worth going for anymore. They're all trash. But is that really true? Like, are all relationships really not worth going for anymore? Like, can we even be sure for those who want to get married one day, can we even be sure that we'll find a good relationship? Or is it even worth getting married? I wanted to talk about that today and really reveal the truth behind what's really going on here and things that I've noticed. When I was in high school, I used to date. I had the worst taste in women, not in looks per se, but lifestyle wise. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd go to the parties and I thought I was gonna find me some wifey material. I thought I was gonna find me a good girl going to parties, dating women that would dress provocatively. It was just like attractive, like, they look good. But, I'd get with these girls, and at first it was fun, and deep down I really did want like a loving, caring relationship where we could trust one another, be loyal. I was trying to follow God. It was just so hard because the women would draw me away from my relationship with God. And so I'd get with this girl. I specifically remember this Colombian girl. I get with this girl, and at first everything seems fun. The initial attraction's there. You're messing around type thing. But once the initial attraction fades, you start seeing the real them. Start realizing, like, wow, stuff gets toxic, jealous. People, start getting jealous. She starts going out. You try to pretend that you don't like, that you're okay with it, but deep down you really don't like it. And, she wants to live her solo life. So in the end, it all, I'm sure you guys can relate to this in some way. Maybe you have a girlfriend that does that, goes out and parties, saying that, she wants to live her own life. Things like that. And eventually the relationship messes up, or either, she does you wrong, you do her wrong, all that stuff. And if you've been hurt by a girl or by a man, and it just seems like you keep getting relationships that, reciprocate, I can't speak, but you know what I'm saying. Like, you keep getting the same type of relationships. You have to ask yourself this question. Is it really, like, I'm not saying they didn't do you wrong. I'm not saying that, I'm sure you have very valid reasons for, being apathetic towards that person or whoever hurt you, the relationships, to the point where you came to the conclusion where, like, all men and all women are trash. Is that really true, though? Ask yourself that question. The thing I'm trying to get to is that the reason you keep having bad relationships is because you're looking in the wrong places, and you yourself are attracting the same type of person. Like, you're attracting the person you are. Now, that might hurt somebody's feelings, especially if they did you wrong and you didn't do anything. But say you like to party. Say you like to drink, do drugs, you like to have sex outside of marriage. Like, you have many bodies. And no shame, like, I've been there. I'm not gonna lie. I'm following God now, though, so we put that life behind and following Christ. But for those who are not there yet, not saying that I'm like higher than anybody, but like honestly, like following Christ is the best thing you can do. But getting back to the point, if you're dating a girl and you yourself are, in that lifestyle, drugs, having sex before marriage, you like to have, be with a bunch of different girls, who do you think you're going to attract? Where are you going? The girls that you see, where are you seeing them? You're seeing them in those bad places. You're meeting them in clubs. You're meeting them in parties. Do you think any of those are going to treat you right? Do you think any of those are actually going to be wifey material? Someone that's going to take care of children one day? Like, do you really think that that's the type of girl that you want in a relationship? That's why you keep having the same relationships. That's why you keep having bad experiences. You're looking in the wrong places. The women that you really want, the ones that are worth, trusting in, the ones that are loyal to you, the ones that will literally, like, the wifey material that will, like, I don't know how to explain this, like, the type that will, like, fold your clothes for you, they'll cook you a meal, they're just so sweet and loving and kind, and the ones that, are God-fearing, they're pure. I mean, they're virgins. Like, let's be real. We don't want to be with a woman that has 10 plus bodies, even 3, bro. Like, think about that. Imagine, like, marrying somebody and they've already had, like, multiple sexual experiences. Like, let's be real. We don't want to marry somebody like that. We don't want to be with somebody like that. We want to be with somebody that's only for you, That's the beauty in marriage, in relationships and things like that. And that's why I believe that we should wait for marriage, but that's a story for another day. But if you keep having these horrible relationships, look inwardly and say to yourself, like, where am I looking for these women? The women that you really want are in church. They're out, they're in their home taking care of their family, their brothers, they're in the faith community. They're out doing charitable acts. They're studious. They have goals for the life. They're in school. They don't dress provocatively. They dress in a very, how can I say this? I don't even know the word, but you know what I'm saying. They don't dress provocatively. They dress in a well-mannered way, not showing like every crease of their ass, like, come on, you know what I'm saying. Like, they're just that type of woman that that will be a good wife one day. But if you're looking, if you yourself are in the lifestyle of drugs, sex, selfishness, you don't have any real character about you, you don't follow God, you're just in the world doing whatever, you're repulsive to those kind of women. You're repulsive to those kind of men if you're a woman watching this. No one's, like, they don't want you, man. You're not going to ever find a woman that's actually worth having if you're still in that lifestyle. So you guys really need to repent from the lifestyle, leave that thing behind if you even want to have a hope of finding a good marriage. Change who you are first. Start following God. Change your habits. Actually be a man of integrity, of honesty, of sacrifice. They want, good women want a man that's going to sacrifice their life for them, sacrifice their life for their children. That's when you really start finding a good woman. There's a Bible verse that says, a wife of noble character who can find? She's far more precious than rubies. There's another verse that says, he who finds a wife finds a good thing and receives favor from the Lord. the one that made us, our creator. Some people don't believe in God. That's kind of funny though. That's a story for another day. But all I'm trying to say is that if you keep having bad relationships, look at yourself first, man. Honestly, you only have yourself to blame. Yes, of course, I'm sure there's people that did you wrong, but if you're still having similar experiences, I'm not saying that sometimes a good woman that you thought was good could do you wrong. I'm not saying that, you could be in a good place in your life following the Lord, and someone could do you wrong. Someone could cheat on you. You could have a bad relationship, a bad experience. I'm not saying that's not possible, but I'm just saying that if you keep seeing a repetitive nature in your relationships, nothing's changing, bro, it's you more than anything. You only have yourself to blame. Get out of that place, change your life. I'm not saying don't do it for the women at the end of the day, or don't do it for the man. Do it for God. When you start seeking the Lord first, there's a Bible verse that says, the Lord knows all the things that you need, but seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and everything else will come. So don't take this the wrong way, saying, oh, okay, well, I'm going to start following God so I can get a good girl now, Follow God because you truly want to follow God. At the end of the day, if you seek Christ and his righteousness, everything else, not just the women, everything else is going to come. And he's going to bless you with a good wife. So seek God, read the word, pray for a good wife, ask and you receive, seek and you will find, knock and the door will be open to you, says the word. So, even the Bible says a company of fools, suffers harm. Walk with the wise and you become wise. Walk with a companion of fools and you'll become a fool. Just follow God, and he'll show you the path to take, and you'll have more wisdom and discernment to actually find a good wife, or find a good husband, or a good partner for life. So that's all I have to say to you guys today. I hope you guys found great value in this video. I was a little bit all over the place, but I hope that you get the idea that I was trying to convey, and that you don't take this to offense, but that you truly, embrace this and see that I'm trying to say this out of love. I'm trying to help somebody here. I'm not trying to bash anybody, because I was there too. I was in the worst place possible. I was making all the same mistakes over and over again. Learn from my mistakes. Don't keep staying in that life of that playboy lifestyle, the party girl lifestyle. It's not worth it. Turn to God, and he'll give you the desires of your heart, says the word. Thanks be to God. I love you guys. I hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.